Are you thinking about making a move to the Denver, Colorado area and you're interested in lake life and what it looks like to be close to a lake or have lake activity? Well, then this video is for you. We're going to get started right now. Welcome back. This is Venus with the Vindiola group at eXp Realty, and today I'm with
Zephyr Clement, Home Mortgage Lines, your favorite local Denver lender. I'm also a broker.
Well, welcome to our channel, or welcome back to our channel. We are all things life in Denver, and today we're talking about lake life. So, should we get into it?
Let's get into it. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're at the Aurora Reservoir, one of the best reservoirs in the state of Colorado, in my opinion, that has so much to offer and so many things for you to do. So let's dig in on what this reservoir is all about.
We have some amazing footage you're going to see through this video. We're going to pan out while we're talking about some of the amazing features that this place has to offer. Let's start off with how big it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty big reservoir.
It's huge. Yeah.
It's over 31,000 acre foot, which is about 2.5 miles long at its longest point. There's three little inlets over here on this side, and the surface water is about 820 acre foot of just surface water, and it's surrounded by a ton of open space, and of course there's South Shore community with the neighborhood over there. So it's just an expansive space. It kind of feels like it's in the middle of nowhere, but we're really close to like Southlands Mall and the tech center. Nice.
It's a quiet day. It's really quiet. Well, today's a quiet day because it's beginning of March, but it does get pretty busy in the summer. But it's a beautiful place. It's clean.
It is super clean. It's actually one of the cleanest reservoirs in the nation. The reason for that is that they don't allow any fuel or gas motors allowed. So electric only is allowed out here, and that is also a rule on the trails. So let's say you have a motorized, scooter, or you need help getting around because maybe you're disabled. They have to be electric. They can't be gas. So they just take a lot of pride in keeping this place very clean.
You can tell just being here, and it is so clean that they actually provide drinking water to Aurora.
A lot of Aurora gets their drinking water from here, and it's actually pretty good water too.
Yeah,
as far as I live out here, so I think the drinking water is pretty good.
Yeah. When was this reservoir created?
Back in 1990. So just as a part of Aurora becoming more and more expansive, Southeast Aurora has become just another metropolis. Is why Aurora is expanding. 1990, they built this out here to make sure that we have enough drinking water, and of course some really good recreation and some nature preserves.
Absolutely. And if you haven't heard our video on all things Southeast Aurora, then take a look at this one right here, and that will go into all things Southeast Aurora. So this is a city park, state park. Where are we?
This is actually a city park. So a lot of places you're going to see some Division of Wildlife folks running around, but they are actually governed by the city and not the state. So you do have to have a city pass to get out here. Okay. It's $65 for your annual pass, and it's $30 for an additional vehicle. So really not that bad as far as how much you could get out of it. So if you are living in the Southeast Aurora area, this is definitely a reasonable price to be able to come out here and utilize all the fun stuff there is to do out here.
Well, and if you have younger children, right here they have a little swim beach with a beach. It's a beach. And I've said before in previous videos is, Denver has everything. You can go to the beach, and we are sitting on a beach in the middle of Denver, landlocked city.
Yeah, so in the summertime, this place is packed, especially on the weekends. You'll see even during the week, though, people love their outdoor activities in Colorado. This is no different. So this is a very nice, clean area. They make sure that the sand stays nice and clean. Come out here with your family, play in the water. It's a nice swim beach. They block it off, so it's free from, having any troubles with any of the boaters and fishermen and all that kind of stuff, too.
And I've been out here with toddlers, and you can just pop a toddler in. It's, waist deep water to sit, and they can splash around, and it's a good time.
Yeah.
A lot of fishermen out here today.
And always are. There's really great fish out here. I fish myself. My husband and I come out here. We get our little billy boats and kind of kick around again without it being a gas-powered place. It's nice that it's nice and quiet. Then you don't hear those loud motors as well.
And it's more safe too.
So yeah, we see a lot of fishermen out here. There's a dock over here that people fish from. You can go all the way around up on the dam. You can go from shore, obviously on your boat. There's just all kinds of fishing, even ice fishing. You can bring out your shelter and do some ice fishing because it does get solid out here in the winter.
Speaking of ice, I think you just told me that they do a polar plunge out here.
We do.
Have you done it?
Yeah, my son did it. I'm maybe a little bit too chicken because
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
yeah, they break a hole in the ice and they do a polar plunge out here as well, and like little 5K, 10K.
Is that like on New Year's Day? Is that like a New Year's Day activity or just a?
Typically in the winter. I want to say the last time we did it, it was in February, closer to like Valentine's Day. It was cold. It was cold. It was really cold. Yeah.
So going back to fishing a little bit, you had mentioned also that you cannot use live bait out here.
You cannot. You cannot. This is an artificial only. So, worms and even some of that power bait, salmon eggs kind of thing, can't do it. Gotta have all artificial. Again, a part of this being our drinking water, and they want to keep it really clean. That's the reason behind it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're sitting at a little shelter. There's little shelters. There's big shelters. There's cute little fireplaces in every one of these shelters.
Yeah, and a little barbecue pit. You can bring your food and you can barbecue for the day. There's a ton of them. I don't know how many for sure there are, but there's, 5 or 6 right here in this little area that we're sitting in. Rent this for the day. You want to have a nice little family gathering and whatnot.
So we talked about the boating, no electrical motors.
Right.
Archery. There's archery out here.
There is. So the dam is over here on the north side. There's a little archery range. It's actually closed right now because they're renovating and they're going to be putting up some new stuff out there. There's long range, short range.
Wow.
And again, you still, even though it's not at the lake, you do have to have the city pass to be able to get it.
Well, I was a Boy Scout leader once and I wasn't too great on the archery range. Maybe I should come practice.
It's fun. It's fun. It's quiet too because it's kind of hidden. A lot of people don't know about the archery range out here. Yeah.
And we did pass where you could actually, if you get a chance, where you can hold your boat for the summer.
Right. Yeah. So if you are into the boating and especially sailboating, again with a no gas motor, we drove past a ton of them on our way in. Yeah. So you can leave it here.
So you don't only have to have a boat to get in there. You can have a stand-up paddleboard. You can have a kayak, like you mentioned. You can rent them here if you don't have your own.
Yeah, so at the marina. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So maybe you have really thought about this stand-up paddleboard movement, which is, like going like wildfire with a lot of us outdoor enthusiats. The
you got one
marina
for
over
Christmas.
Here, I did, and I'm going to take you.
You're going to take me.
It's happening.
Yeah. I hope we don't get video of me falling in. Because that's happening.
Secret video coming later.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, but over here at the marina, there's lots of rentals. You can rent a bike, you can rent a kayak, you can rent a regular boat, and of course the stand-up paddleboard. So if you're not ready to commit to that, maybe it's a good place for you to
rent one first before you go all in and buy one. I'm probably going to end up buying one. So wait a minute. You can do snorkeling and scuba diving here too?
Yeah, so they actually have like a whole section where the boats can't go because it's actually where people go do scuba dive training as well. Okay. You can snorkel. It's water. They're not going to tell you can't snorkel. Right. But yeah, it is an area where they do the whole scuba dive and snorkel thing around.
Oh, interesting. Well, we're surrounded, like you said, by a lot of open space, and we just drove past some antelope. Oh, we walked past the antelope.
Yes.
Beautiful. It's beautiful out here.
It is. So the whole eastern side of the lake is National Wilderness Area. Okay. So they actually aren't going to be building. That's a protected area, and it's going to stay that way, which is kind of nice because we really are in this Aurora area expanding so super fast. So it is going to be preserved, and it also kind of gives us just a nice, quiet, tranquil place. And since there's so much land around, we have a ton of wildlife out here too. So great for bird watching. We see coyotes. We see the antelope, like we were saying.
Probably raccoons, occasional skunk.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, I think
rattlesnakes.
Okay, that's not fun.
Okay.
That's where the
That's not
stops.
for the viewing part.
Here's what I think, though. I think a lot of people that don't live in Colorado, they're thinking about moving to Colorado, they probably only think that there's animals in the mountains, and so it's kind of fun to let them know that out on the plains, there's antelope and there's deer and there are things out here. But with that, can you bring your pets here?
You cannot unless they are on leash. So if you're going to have, us dog lovers here in Colorado really love bringing our pets with us everywhere. You can go on the trail with your pets with a leash, but they don't want you on the swim beach. They don't want you even in the boat or in the water with your pet. Okay. It is a leash only area, which could be a downfall, but it also, again, they want it clean.
My son's aunt takes her dog on her paddleboard with her. So this probably wouldn't be a place if you have a
paddleboard with
dog.
the dog. Exactly. Yeah. But speaking of the wildlife, there is, we got it on video, so you'll see that it's the Scenic Creek Nature Conservancy area. There's really fun workshops that they do in there for the young kids to learn a little bit more about the plains and the wildlife and the bird viewing and the different types of fish in the lake and all that kind of stuff. And it's all set up for educational purposes, and you can go in there, and it's actually pretty cool as well.
It is pretty cool. We just walked past it, like you said, and right next to that is a little snack shop, concession shop. I mean, we came out here once, we brought a full-on picnic, but you can also come and just get some snacks if you don't want to pack a full picnic.
That's right. Or you can listen to the Buckley Air Force Base flying their F-15s around.
Which is always fun. Always fun. We walked past the bicycle rental too, so you don't even have to bring your own gear out here. You can rent the paddleboards, rent the bicycles, rent the kayaks. I mean, it's all here. Just show up. Don't have to bring your food. Just drive in.
Drive in. They must be baking over there. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's pretty loud. Also, we were talking about renting the bicycle. You might want to. So there is a paved 8-mile trail that goes all the way around.
Wow.
There's lots of little offshoots where there's some dirt trails that are nicely maintained too. But it does go all the way around. And so it's a great day to get on a bike and just ride around the lake. Maybe you bring your fishing pole and you can fish.
Or if you're not a mountain hiker, you could just walk that. I mean, that'd be, 4 or 5 hours probably of just leisurely walking.
Yeah. And it's pretty flat too, so really you don't have to be like...
It's not a hike, it's a stroll.
I mean, it's lengthy, right?
Yeah,
so 8 miles is quite a long ways. You can turn around at any point, but...
Unless you're halfway, and then I would just keep going.
It's pretty flat, so it's more leisure out here.
I'll tell you, I did Bar Lake. Bar Lake is way up north, and I think that's 9.1 miles, and I walked, or 8.6. It's a length, but I walked around that, and I thought I was pretty much in shape at the time of my life. I was so sore. I was getting prepared. Again, Boy Scouts. My son is 25 now, so this was a long time ago. We were hiking. We were taking a long hike, and I thought I was getting prepared. It was a little rough, but you can do it. You can walk the 8 miles around. We're also sitting right next to a really cool playground.
It's pretty big. Check the panned video. The kids love playing. They've got a little rock climbing wall for kids. It's actually right here. That's why I'm looking at it. There's a slide, some fun stuff to climb around. Of course, you're just right next to the beach, which is also a playground all on its own. Yeah. It's just a really great place for families to come. Yeah. Entertain your kids that need to burn off a little extra energy.
Especially being homeschooled right now. And here's recess kids.
Right.
Here's the thing, for $65, you get a whole year of coming here. You can come ice fish.
Yep.
You can come polar plunge. I mean, somebody else can do that. I'm not. There's a dog walking on a leash right now. You can bring your pet. You can bring your children. Bring your family. Don't bring anything at all. Just come enjoy the day. Enjoy the sun. I saw a guy. What do we say? It's like 55 degrees. There's a guy just in swim trunks over there, just jumping in the water. I mean, you've got everything here. So if you're thinking about moving to Southeast Aurora, really want the lake living, we did a tour of South Lake right there.
South Shore.
We did a tour of South Shore right there. You just got everything. So don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell.
That way you get notifications. We're going to be doing a ton of great things all around the Denver area. All things Colorado. Yeah. This one's all things Aurora Reservoir and Lake Living. So, don't forget to subscribe. And, of course, we would love to hear from you. So, our contact info is down there. Please give us a text, call, or email. Let us know if there's anything we can be doing for you if you're interested in moving here.
Right, and don't forget, we are a real estate team. I'm a realtor. She's a lender. We love doing these videos, but we also love hearing from our clients. We do get calls, text messages all the time. So please don't hesitate to reach out. We're never too busy for you.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Until next time.
Until next time.
See you then.
Bye.